just a little bit different, just a little bit more special than others. This year, as we approach our milestone anniversary for the Kentucky Derby, the passion, the excitement, the anticipation has been raised. And certainly, we think we have raised the bar, both Churchill Downs and Woodford Reserve. This year, the city of Louisville has helped us out hanging Derby banners throughout downtown. We partnered with Gallapalooza this past weekend to have some very talented artists paint 150 horses that will be scattered throughout this community over the next few weeks. We're releasing a special on-site commemorative mint julep glass and an oaks glass, so that's new this year. We are engaging with community businesses more than we ever have in our history. And if you've seen the Derby Gold Cup, you know the special anniversary add many more jewels onto it. The embellishments of the jewels and the drape of the roses embedded with gemstones makes that truly remarkable. And finally, as we, over the last year and a half, 2 years, we've been constructing on the paddock, we will finally unveil our $200 million paddock re-envision to the public. And we're so very excited about that, and we think everyone will love it. So today we are joined by several members from Woodford Reserve, the official partner and sponsor of the Kentucky Derby. Woodford has been and continues to be a vital partner of Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Derby. Our teams collaborate extremely well together throughout the year, not only in just the weeks leading up to the Derby, but that's really elevated both of our brands. This partnership has been true and unique for both of us. So each year, Woodford Reserve finds a most unique and memorable way to help us celebrate this time of the year. So for more on that, I would like to turn it over to Mr. Robert Rixman, the Senior Manager of Woodford Reserve. Thanks.
Thank you, Mike. It's always a pleasure to be here at Churchill Downs and on a beautiful spring day. More than a year ago, we began planning for this historic milestone. And for Woodford Reserve, we know we wanted to really commemorate the occasion with something truly special. We asked ourselves, if we could hand a bottle of Woodford Reserve to the winner of the Kentucky Derby, what would it look like? What would it taste like? How might it come to be? It was one of those no bad ideas in a brainstorm, which was pretty fun. And in our 27-year history, we've created many innovative expressions of American whiskey, pushing the boundaries of flavor. Our annual Masters collection offers some of the most inventive and original expressions of American whiskey, from Chardonnay barrel finish to maple barrel finish and unique grain presentations. Our Woodford Reserve Double Oak spawned a double barreling category within our industry that took Woodford Reserve and put it in a second new American oak barrel, this one heavily toasted, lightly charred. And then our cognac cask finished Baccarat edition. Not only was it finished in XO cognac casks, but it was bottled in a stunning crystal decanter. But to commemorate Kentucky Derby 150, we set to leave nothing on the table and really build out a truly extraordinary expression. 150 bottles will be available for purchase for $15,000. One bottle being presented to the winner of the Kentucky Derby, and one bottle being donated to the Backside Learning Center, a not-for-profit that really helps those at the beating heart of the track, those individuals, their families that care for these amazing thoroughbreds at the backside of Churchill Downs. So it's my distinct pleasure to bring Master Distiller Elizabeth Bacall and Master Distiller Emeritus Chris Morris to tell us more about this whiskey, how it came to be, and learn more. So here y'all go.
Thank you, Robert. Well, we're all familiar with the road to the Derby. The road to the Derby, all the excitement that builds into that great field on Derby Day. Well, Elizabeth and I had our road to the Derby 150 bottle that Robert was alluding to. We wanted to have something special connected physically in terms of liquid to the track, to the 150 Derby. First thought was, hey, let's build a little warehouse in the infield and age barrels of Woodford Reserve. The legal people said, not a chance. Well, let's put some barrels of Woodford in a horse trailer and drive them around the bluegrass region and visit all the historic Derby horse farms. Not going to happen. So what are we going to do? let's make a barrel out of wood that is seasoned at Churchill Downs. Seasoning is a part of softening and preparing the wood for being made into a barrel. So we could do that. And that's what we did. We brought wood from the Brown-Forman cooperage, exactly 120 stacks. Elizabeth and I, with help from some of the Churchill team, and Robert, built the stack in the winter circle, and on to the cooperage it went a season later to be made into 2 very special barrels.
Yeah, so playing off of our heritage of making couture barrels, we built these barrels into heavily toasted and lightly charred barrels. Then the magic happened with the liquid, because we couldn't put just any ordinary liquid into these barrels. Not that Woodford Reserve bourbon is ordinary, but what we did is we took our Woodford Reserve Baccarat edition finished in those XO cognac casks, and then we took that liquid and put it into these specialty made barrels. So it was thrice barreled bourbon or whiskey. And we aged it there for about a year in our heat cycled warehouses. And then when we retrieve this liquid, it has a stunning flavor profile of nice, rich toasted oak, but elevated baking spice, sweet aromatics, and just something truly unique. Only 2 barrels of this liquid exist in the world. We're only filling 150 barrels to celebrate the 150 bottles to celebrate the 150th running of the Kentucky Derby. And to do this, you can see here we have the bottle, Baccarat Crystal. The stopper has been made with 24 karat gold to make it that beautiful ruby red color. And then, of course, the bottle is presented with the Derby 150 logo. That's the first time we've put that on our bottle. And not to forget to mention the beautiful bespoke leather case that it comes in. And this was handcrafted in Scotland. So a lot of nice touches to put on to celebrate this year's Derby 150. Beautiful liquid, beautiful package, and beautiful secondary pack. And again, there's only 150 in the world and only 2 barrels exist. So truly unique liquid.
How does it taste?
And it tastes absolutely amazing. So I hope people actually open their bottles and enjoy this liquid, because a lot of times it just sits there, but it is in a decanter. So it's meant to be opened and enjoyed. But this concludes our press conference officially. But we are happy to keep answering questions and take any photos or anything else you may be interested in. Thank you.
Thank you.